Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Replay Viewers. If you're new, my name is Tracy. I do road trips, I do paranormal, I do storm chasing, Disney stuff, and stuff with my dog. So if you like that, please subscribe. Please hit the like button on this video. And we are headed on an early morning road trip to Hartford City, Indiana. We're going to be taking Indiana Route 38. Oops, sorry, putting on the holder. Indiana Route 38 and State Road 3. Starting from eastern central Indiana, right around the Greens Fork area. Hello, hello, good morning. Let's see. Currently at a truck stop, as you can tell. So I'm going to let some of the bigger guys move on. I did stop by Starbucks this morning. So if you hear me kind of taking sips, I'm just getting caffeinated. Alrighty. We are on the road. Like I said, we're just outside of Greenfield. Well, sort of in between the cities of Greenfield, or I'm sorry, not Greenfield, in between the cities of Greens Fork and Richmond, Indiana, in the east central part of the state. There are a lot of Greens cities in Indiana. Greenfield, Green Fork, Greencastle, Greensburg, Greenville. There's a lot of Greens. So I do sometimes mix them up. But we're just outside of Greens Fork. We're going to be taking Indiana Road 36. Yay, and the guy in front of me is not. I'm happy about that. Excuse me, 38. My goodness, I am not awake this morning. We're going to be taking 38 to 3. And then going up 3. So, welcome everybody. Hello, hello. Thank you for the thumbs up. Sorry, I can't really read chat, but thank you. Appreciate you being here. We are on our way to Hartford City, Indiana. On a nice morning. Hope everybody's having a great day. Close the sunroof. It's a little cold, at least for me. I'm kind of a cold wimp, so. It was about 36 last night, so it's just kind of warming up. So for me, it's still cold. It's 47. So it should jump up in temperature as the sun gets higher and warms everything up, though. I think we're expecting a high of 72, which sounds like it's going to be amazing. Very excited about that. I don't know if you can see them, but that is a llama farm off to our left, that red barn. Oh, and there's a couple Pyrenees dogs. I guess they kind of take care of the llamas there. sorry, ignore that. A YouTube friend typed something in, but it was not in the chat for this video, so never mind. Oh, you are in here, Rick. I'm sorry. Hi, Amanda. Good morning, good morning. Our honor ride to Hartford City, Indiana. And it's about an hour, well, about 2 hours out. So feel free to go in and out as you want. I may lose connection occasionally because, as you can see, there's not a whole lot around right now. So in the rural areas, connection obviously isn't as strong. So if I do lose connection, I'm sorry. Please hang out, and I will be back as soon as I can. Okay, dude. Don't have to hit mailboxes. Hope everybody's having a nice morning. Good day. Yeah, that guy looks like he's having fun in his little mower. Nope, everybody's starting to get their pumpkin signs up. Some sunflowers too. They grow really well in Indiana too. Sorry again about my sniffles. I, as I've mentioned before, have some allergy issues, and they're hitting me right now. Hello everyone. Thank you all for being here. I cannot read chat very well because I'm driving, so obviously my first focus is the road. So if folks have questions or would like to chat, if you guys could maybe chat amongst yourselves and help each other out answering questions, I'd appreciate that. I will try to glance over to chat every once in a while, but until then, if you guys want to just kind of talk amongst yourselves, that'd be great. This is the little town of Greens Fork. It's named Greens Fork because it's a fork of a river. And I am honestly not sure if Green is the last name of a predominant landholder in the area, or if it's some cities with the name Green in them. We're coming up on an old school building to the right. That is now a fire department. I love how they reuse the old buildings. This is a tiny little town, but it's cute. It's got a little diner, and that's about it. Some homes. A lot of people that live here work in the city of Hagerstown, which is where we are heading next, or in the city of Richmond, which is back from where we kind of began the stream. We kind of began the stream in between Greens Fork and Richmond. So the people that live in Greens Fork usually, or not usually, but they tend to work in one of those two cities. This is going to be a super rural trip, kind of like Saturday's Annie Oakley trip, but this is rural Indiana. Looks very similar to rural Ohio, though. I will point out things as we go. As you can see, we have Amish signs coming up here for horse and buggy. It's really neat to kind of get to intermix with the Amish. However, on this road it's dangerous, so I'm kind of hoping we don't get behind a buggy. But if we do, you guys will obviously be able to see that. And there are several Amish homesteads along this road. The main way you can tell an Amish homestead is that there's no power lines running to the home. Unless somebody's turning, we might be behind a buggy now. Oh, he's turning. Okay. Go ahead, officer. Oh, he's turning too. All right. Thought the officer was going to pass me on the right, which is illegal, but happens. Kind of like that truck passed the tanker truck on the right, but whatever. So we are, as you can see, we got soybeans to our left. They're the smaller, lower to the ground crop. Corn to the right. Obviously, corn stalks. Everybody knows what those look like. The fall corn is now starting to be harvested. So we may see some harvesting going on. Oh, all kinds of trash in the street. Good job, people. Throw your stuff out the window. Yikes. Ugh. I hate it when people throw things out the window. Joining me on this morning drive. Not my favorite time to be up and about driving in the morning, but needs to be done every once in a while, so it happens. Like I mentioned earlier, I do have Starbucks, so I have some caffeine on me, or in me, which is helpful on long drives. Oh, I love that windmill. Oh, pretty. I have a thing with windmills. I like them. More corn. The kind of joke state motto of Indiana, the real state motto is the Crossroads of America, but the joke state motto is Indiana, there's more than corn. So we're going to be driving by a lot of corn, but there is more than corn here. But it's a nice drive. Oh yeah, you need Starbucks, Lucky. Yeah, I was like, you know, if I'm going to drive on this drive, I am going to get caffeine first. And actually, I was a little bit bad. I got a tall vanilla frap. Tall is their smallest, if you don't know Starbucks menu. So it is tiny, but I got one, and then I got my normal peach green tea. So I have a couple caffeine options, but I kind of needed a happy thought to get me up and out of bed and on the road. So I splurged a little at Starbucks, but it's okay. I will survive. Alrighty, we are starting to come into the town of Hagerstown. Oh, there's more soybeans off to the right there. The soybeans are used obviously for soybean oil, soy milk, soy ice cream, soy whatever. horse or cattle trailer. One of sort of the downfalls of taking back roads sometimes, but that's okay. That's why I always leave early enough to be able to handle it. So I am not an interstate driver. I will if I have to, but it's not my preferred route by any means. And in this area, our interstates, Interstate 70 is a huge trucking lane. It goes right across the middle of the country, all the way to like Denver and Sacramento. Well, I don't know if it reaches to Sacramento. I think it does. I know it goes through Denver and through Utah. I don't know if it goes all the way through Nevada or not, but it is a huge trucking route. So I avoid it when I can. I'm not big on interstates anyway, and definitely not big on interstates with trucks. So anyway, this is the cute little town of Hagerstown. And, hey Sandy. Hi Teresa. Hi guys, thanks for coming in. We're in the town of Hagerstown, Indiana. It's a cute little town. A little bit bigger than Greens Fork. But cute little town. They do have a neat little museum, which right now is not open because of COVID, but eventually I do want to go. I've never been there, and I really want to because I love seeing every museum I get the opportunity to go by, especially historical museums. Those are my favorite, but any museum I'm down for. I'm not so big on like modern art, but I do like supporting museums and supporting artists, so. But anyway, hey Teresa. I am, for those of you who just joined, since I am driving, I'm just kind of glancing over at chat every once in a while. So if you see a comment, or if you type a comment and I don't see it, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to ignore you. But as I'm driving, that is my first priority, is to be focused on the road. So, if folks have questions, if others who may know the answer could chime in and help out, that would be great. And like I said, I will be glancing at the chat when I can, when it's safe. But generally, I'm gonna be keeping my eyes on the road. Truck behind her, little red car behind me, who is excited for the speed limit to go up so that way I can go faster too. There we go. Okay. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Lucky, I hope everything's going well down there in Texas and the Gulf area with the tropical storm, or I don't know if it turned into a hurricane or not, but hopefully things are going well for you on that front. And I hope the weather is going well for everybody. It's a beautiful day here in Indiana, kind of crisp. It's about 50 now. It was 47 a little while ago. The sun being up is warming things up nicely, so. Oh, good, Lucky. I see your little thumbs up. Good, I'm glad. As you know, Lucky, I'm a Storm fan, but I don't like it when it ruins things and destroys people's lives and stuff like that. I like the pretty ones, not the dangerous ones. So So I'm glad that you're doing all right there, Lucky. We are headed directly west. This is Indiana State 38, State Road 38, and it parallels 40, which is what I was on predominantly to go through Ohio the day that I went to the Fairfield County Infirmary. I took 40 from eastern Indiana to central Ohio. 40 actually goes all the way to Vandalia, Illinois, which is on the border of Missouri and Illinois. 38 does not go that far. So 38's just a state thing. But it does go east and west. And luckily, I have the sun behind me. One of the tidbits that my dad gave me when I moved out on my own, and I guess this sort of has to do with the conversation, but he always said to make sure that you work you live east of where you work. So that way in the morning you drive west and the sun is behind you, and in the evening you drive home and the sun is behind you. So you're never driving into the sun if you work to the east. If you live to the east of where you work. So I've always remembered that, and whenever I'm driving and the sun's at my back, I always think of that statement he said. It's very, very true. More corn and soybeans. Yay, agriculture. That is the Wilbur Wright Birthplace and Museum coming up here in Millville. Wilbur Wright was born there. Orville was born in Ohio, but Wilbur was born right here. And at their childhood home, it's actually the state center of the RC Flying Club, which I thought was really cute. So occasionally when I'm out in this area, I will go there. I'll go get lunch and then take it over and eat in that. They have like a little park out in front of their childhood home, and I'll take my lunch there and watch the people fly their little remote control airplanes, and it's really kind of fun. There's a beautiful trailhead up there, and a nice bike path. Maybe one of these days I'll go over and eat lunch up there and I can show you guys the remote control airplane flying. I don't know when they do it though. I'll try to look on their website and see if they have like any events or anything coming up. Because sometimes it's really hit and miss, and it just depends on who feels like going out and running their planes. So, but if they have an event, that would be fun. Take you guys up there and show you the house. I don't know if you can film inside the house. That's another thing I can check out and look. And if you can film inside of it, maybe I'll take you guys through. And myself, I've never been in the house, so that would be kind of cool. Thanks for the hug, Sandy. So yeah, there's a lot of history in this area. A lot of good history here. In a little bit, we're going to be coming up to the town of Newcastle. Newcastle's a beautiful little town. We're going to go straight through the middle of it. And you guys will get to see the cute little courthouse square and all of that. Slow down behind me, person. Thank you. wasn't sure if he was trying to go behind a buggy or not, but he was trying to make a turn, and he has a long trailer, so he had to swing wide to do it. For those of you who kind of just joined us, this is a road that the Amish use quite often, so there's a good chance that we may run into a horse and buggy up here. So that's what I thought that trailer might have been trying to pass, was a horse and buggy, but it wasn't. A lot of great little farmhouses, and it's really neat because, like, you can tell that some of these homes just have such a story to tell. Like, I would love to just sit down and talk to some of the homeowners here and just really hear about their homes, because a lot of these homes are, you know, the great-great-grandparents built this house and so on and so forth, and generations of families have lived here, and I love that type of history. I'm originally from California, and we just don't have that type of longevity. California is a very mobile state, and so I love the idea of, I have a couple of friends whose great-great-grandfathers or great-great-grandparents, uncles, and all of that built their homes that they live in, and that is so wonderful to me. I love that type of feeling of sense of home, sense of family and security. Just sounds amazing to me. Oh goodness, sorry, there was an unfortunate animal on the road. Oh yeah, mums are in season now too. So pumpkin, corn, soybean. Well, soybean's a little bit later, but pumpkin, corn, and mums. All the fall agriculture. We're coming into the town of Newcastle. Newcastle was a car industry town. GM Motors had a huge factory here in the 50s to late 90s, mid 90s. Oh, slow down, right car. So after GM left, the town kind of has hit a lull, but it's still a very cute town. It's got a few kind of local shops and stores, so that's always good. And it's a good crossroads. This is where we're going to leave Indiana 38 and get on Indiana 3. So it's kind of a good crosstown town, because 38 and 3 are two major roads in Indiana. So Newcastle has their intersection. And oddly enough, there's a gas station here that has really good Indian food, as in food from India. It sounds really weird that a little podunk town in Indiana at a gas station has good Indian food, but it really does. It took me about 12 years to be willing to try it. Nothing against Indian food. Honestly, I was not sure about trying any food from the side of a gas station that wasn't prepackaged. But I did try it, and it's very good. It really is. So in just a little bit, we're going to be going through the center of town, where the courthouse is, and a lot of the old original buildings. I absolutely love their courthouse. It's going to be coming up here on the left in a little bit. You can just sort of see the top of it sticking up there right now. It's the white kind of Second Empire type roof up there. And it's really, really a beautiful courthouse. Oh good, the person behind me turned. Yay! I hope they get where they're going safely, because they were riding my tail for miles. Alrighty, we're coming into the historic part of Newcastle. Very, very sweet little town. The courthouse. Oh, good. We're going to be stopping. Yay! Courthouse is right there to the left. It's the one with the tower. We'll see more of it as we go by, obviously. But it's a beautiful Second Empire, building. Take the red light break to get some more caffeine. Yay! Okay, so it's the courthouse to the left. Some other nice buildings on the right. We're gonna go down this little hill that's always fun in the snow. Not. When it's snowy, I don't go this way because it doesn't seem like it's a very steep hill, but when it's snowy and icy, it really kind of is. Alrighty. So, this stoplight up here is Indiana 3. Which is what we're going to be turning on to go up to Hartford City. And I am going to be going back this way again. I don't remember the actual date, but for those of you, hey Doom, for those of you who are interested in the paranormal, this is, Hartford City is where the Monroe House is. So if you would like to look that up, that's where I'm going in a few weeks. But Hartford City is where that house is, where that home is. I'm not going to go investigate it right now, but I will be. Soon. So now we are on Indiana 3. Newcastle is also the home of a state penitentiary, so that's always fun. Overall, I mean, it's a safe little town. Good to see you, Doom. Good morning over there. Hope you guys aren't having any more earthquakes. Oh, okay, apparently the Indiana Ducks play here. Go Ducks. No clue. Alright, Mr. Boat. I know you got a trailer and can't go super fast, but I'm gonna go around you. We're going north now. continue north for about an hour and a half. Newcastle Correctional Facility is over to the right. Yay. Hope everything's going well for you, Doom, and everybody else who's here. We are driving to Hartford City, Indiana, which is kind of in the middle of nowhere, but it's got some neat history. But I'm going up there for an appointment, not really to look at history. I'll probably sneak some history in around while I'm up there, but because that's what I do. But my main focus is to go to an appointment. But like I said, I am going to be going back up this way. I think November. Don't quote me on that, but at some point in the future, next few months, I believe, going to be going back up and doing a paranormal investigation in the Monroe house. It's got some good history to it, and I'm looking forward to that investigation. But as of right now, just going. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Ark. Yes, I love those thumbs up and subscriptions, please, if you're interested in this kind of stuff. I love that there's a city called Mount Summit here. Ladies and gentlemen, there are no mountains here, but that's okay. They like to think that there are mountains, I guess. We'll just let them think that. I guess maybe they're Indiana mountains. The highest point in Indiana is actually on the edge of a cornfield. The reason it's the highest point is because the land is higher, and literally it's on top of a rock. Like, that was there from the beginning. It wasn't like somebody just put a rock there and then was like, okay, we're higher. It was a glacial deposit rock. So it's an official, like, part of the ground. It's not, like I said, it's not like somebody put it there. Yeah, so, I think I need to take this. Dang. I really hate when my GPS stops talking to me. You know what? Because now that I took this, I don't think it's right. Yeah, we need to stay on 3. Okay, well. One of the good things here is literally you can just go across the street and get back on. So, that's nice. At some point, there is like a little elevated thing that we do take. That's why I kind of got thrown off a little bit. But I know that we need to stay on 3. So I only come up here about once a year, so I don't really remember my way super well. I know that, like, the place my appointment is on State Road 3. So I just need to stay on 3 and I'll get there. But more soybeans. Everything just started dying. It just got cold. Like I said, it was in the mid-30s last night. first time. So it's starting to be that season. Oh, we have Bambi signs. Hopefully no Bambis will be out. So, does anybody have big plans this week? This is about my biggest plan this week. Paranormal conference or a convention kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to that on Saturday. But other than that, nothing else here. How about you guys? Unfortunately, I don't know as much history on the north-south as I do on the east-west. Ooh, another pumpkin patch. Yay! I should have done a little bit of research before I started this. I'm sorry, guys. I will try to do that in the future. A few little tidbits about Hartford City, but not very much about anything leading up to it. Excuse me, we go through a lot of little tiny towns. And like I said earlier in the stream, we're going to be going through a lot of rural areas. So if the signal drops out, please hang on. I'll try to get it back up as soon as possible. Wow, that mailbox is right on the side of this road. Huh. I would be scared to come and get my mail going across a 4-lane state highway. Goodness. Especially in the winter. No plans, Lucky? Okay. Oh, okay. Nice. Nice arc. Hey there, Mystic. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by the stream. We are headed north to the town of Hartford City, Indiana. Which is north of Indianapolis. Kind of in the smack dab middle of the state. Excuse me. Mystic and Ark, I hope you guys are having a great day. And everybody who's stateside, I hope you're having a good morning. Thank you all for being here. Really, really appreciate the support and the viewership. Thank you, thank you. Thank you to the replay watchers as well. Love you, ladies and gentlemen, too. Especially given the time of the stream, I realize that a lot of folks may be watching on the replay later on. So, hello and thank you to those replay watchers. And an extra special thank you to the live watchers who are up and at 'em early with me this morning. Or, in the case of viewers in other countries, up and at 'em with me this day. Oh, bunch of UPS trucks. There must be a UPS distribution plant up there that they're heading out and heading on their deliveries. My brother works for UPS. He has for, goodness, 30 plus years now. He likes them. They treat their people well. Or so he says. I have no reason to doubt it, but more corn off to the right. It's a little bit of a quieter drive, but I like the quieter drives. And thank you to all of you who saw my Annie Oakley stream. That was a lot of fun to do. Sorry about all the turnarounds. Like I said, those streams are easier to do when you have somebody else in the car to hard to find a plaque when you're driving. If you find it, it's kind of scary to stop. So we did quite a bit of turning around on Saturday, but thanks for hanging in there with me. I hope you learned a lot. Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it, and I did learn a lot by doing the research for that trip. So I love learning. It's always something that I enjoy. Aha, there's Indiana 3 cut off. Okay. Good. I don't know if it's just me, but those blocks look like they're kind of poking out. Or are they blocks? They look like they're blocks. I'm going to try to get ahead of this guy. No, they're not blocks. Yeah, they are blocks. Okay, I'm going to get ahead of him because my turnoff is coming. And I'm nervous to be behind that truck. I've seen way too many Final Destination movies for my own good. Truck is not coming up on 3. Yay! Oh, nice. No lane painting. That's always fun. Okay, guys. Now, I do kind of have the sun on my face, so I really can't read chat. But talks amongst yourself, please. Enjoy each other's company and the scenery. And as soon as I can read chat again, I will. Good, we're turning back north. We are going to be going through the town of Muncie, Indiana. A lot of people have probably heard of Muncie. It's where Ball State University is. The Ball brothers kind of, obviously founded Ball State, but they kind of helped put Muncie on the map with their canning jars. Slow down for the workers here. I know some people don't, but I always slow down for workers because, man, I know I wouldn't want to be putting my life on the job with people driving like maniacs out there. So, and I appreciate what they do. So I always try to slow down to at least the limit flashing. I'm not sure what this guy over here is doing, so I'm going to change lanes. Hope you're okay, buddy. I don't see any flat tires. Oh, okay, good. He's coming back on the road. Or no, he's not. Okay. Well, Muncie's just up the road here, so, and I would stop and offer to help, but I don't have the opportunity at the moment. Didn't have his hood up or any tires flat, so I'm assuming maybe they're just trying to get their bearings or trying to sort out something inside the vehicle. There's a lot of state troopers that ride along this road, so if he doesn't get up to Muncie, which is right here, a state trooper should pass him in just a little bit and be able to help out. Yay, road construction barrels. Oh, got them on both sides. All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for making our roads better and safer. Appreciate your work. Sorry about the buzzing. Driving on the edge of the road. And here in the States, we have little crosshatches that if you drive off the main part of the road onto the shoulder, it will make that noise to let you know that you're going off the road. So, sorry about that sound, but like I said, in order to accommodate the construction workers, had to squeeze over onto that side. So this is, we're coming into the edge of Muncie. Like I mentioned, Muncie is where Ball State University is, which was founded by the Ball brothers, the Ball family, of Ball canning jar fame, Ball jars. One of the things that made their jars so durable and therefore so favored by people with canning is the type of sand around here. And sand is obviously what glass is made out of. They burn it down and make glass from it. And the type of sand around here, I guess, is extremely durable. So it holds up to a great deal of heat, and it's pretty tough with like being knocked around and things and not breaking and cracking. So Ball jars were kind of the rough and tumble jar back in the pioneer and traveling days. So people would pay good money for those jars in order to take them with them on their wagon trips to various parts of the country to the west here, because they were so durable. They didn't crack or split or break in transit, because as you can imagine, it was a very rough road. No pavement back then, so you had to carry rough and tumbled stuff, and those Ball jars were tough. So I'm not sure if it was probably a combination of the sand and their type of processing that kind of set their jars apart. Excuse me. So anyway, the Ball canning jars, or the Ball family, made a great deal of money on those canning jars. So they put Muncie, Indiana on the map and founded Ball State University. I believe it was in 1881 that they founded Ball State. Or, not that they founded, but that Ball State was founded. And no, the sign to Portland in a half a mile is not Portland, Oregon. It's Portland, Indiana. I did not make a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Believe me, if I made it to Albuquerque in this amount of time, that would have been extremely dangerous and also the wrong way for me to go. I'm not sure what this white car is doing. Okay. Okay, I guess he was in the straight lane. I thought he was going in the turning lane. Never mind. Alrighty, so we're getting a little bit closer into Muncie. We don't actually go through the middle of it. We kind of go on the outskirts. I'm sure eventually Muncie will grow into this part, but it's kind of on the edge of Muncie right now. And we're kind of back to not a whole lot out here. This is what a lot of our trip is going to look like. It's a pretty little lake off to the left. I really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for taking this trip with me. It's always nice to take this trip with friends. So, kind of feel like I've got somebody to chat with, even though it's a little bit of a one-sided conversation. I do get the opportunity every once in a while to look over at your chat. Can read some of it. My phone is kind of on my dashboard next to my windshield, and so sometimes I can't read all of it just at a quick glance, but I'll try to kind of look around, see what I can, and make comments. But I really appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you guys taking the time to spend a little bit of your morning or day with me. Back into more of a less of an interstate type and more of a rural type. And guess what? We're back to corn. Yay! Hashtag corn. This is the town of Royerton. Excuse me, Royerton, Indiana. Not a whole lot to Royerton. Oh my goodness, there's a bunch of Canada geese on that field over there. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but they're getting their morning worms and grubs and anything else that lives in that little field is kind of a morning breakfast smorgasbord for them. Kind of looked like it was an all-you-can-eat type of deal. There were a lot of Canada geese partaking in that. Cute little farmhouses along here. And that was pretty much the town of Royerton. Gonna come across a lot of these little tiny towns. Whoa, those poles are at quite interesting angles. Not sure if they are usually like that. If somebody bumped into them, if they had some straight line winds. I don't know. Whoop, speed limit's still 40. Sorry. I was getting all excited, think I was getting out of town. Okay, looks like they're maybe putting in new lines. Maybe that's why everything was all kind of wonky. Okay. There's a red gold catch-up truck. That's kind of the big catch-up around here. Although, don't tell anybody, but I still really like Heinz. I'm a Heinz lady. I like their texture better. But if you grew up around here, you grew up with Red Gold, and most of the restaurants, not the chain restaurants, but most of the smaller, the more mom and pop ones that I like, have the Red Gold versus the Heinz. So I'm not a big fan of Red I'm a ketchup lover, so if it's between red gold ketchup and no ketchup, yes sir and yes ma'am, I will definitely take red gold. Heinz is just a little bit thicker, a little bit, I don't know how to put it. It's, yeah, I guess thicker's the only way that I can, or the only thing that's really coming to my mind. But red gold isn't bad compared to no ketchup. Classic cars to the left. I'm not a car person, so I don't know what they were, but they were definitely classic cars and definitely well kept. People that love those kind of vehicles definitely take care of them and treat them very well, which is beautiful to have something to love like that and something to cherish. This is kind of a major north-south thoroughfare, so you'll see some trucks going by and things like that. This is kind of the big north-south thoroughfare on the eastern side of Indianapolis. If you take this road going south, the other direction, you'll go just on the outskirts of Indianapolis, or close to the outskirts of Indianapolis. And it's interesting here because when there's an accident on the roadway or on the freeway, you know it because these little type of roads are just packed with big rigs and semi-trucks because they don't want to get stuck or have been taken off of the freeway because the freeway is closed or whatever when there's a big accident. I think we have somebody, are they from Florida in front of us? I can't tell. I want to read your license plate. That needs to be on a bumper sticker or something. I think it might be Florida. If it is, stop. I want to talk about Disney World with you. Please. Have you heard the good news about Mickey? And yes, I know not everybody that lives in Florida lives by or even cares about Disney World. But in my mind, that's all Florida is. Well, maybe a couple other things, but primarily Disney World. So these Florida folks are probably trying to figure out what in the world the tall, stocky things are to the left. Oh, look, they've done a little bit of their harvesting over there on the left-hand side. You can see some of the stalks are down. So they're starting their harvest. As I said earlier, this is kind of the start of the harvest season for corn and gourds like pumpkins and mums and other fall goodies. Now, of course, I mean, corn you have winter corn, and you have fall corn, and you have summer corn, and you have popcorn, and sweet corn, and cow corn, and all that. Honestly, before I moved here, I thought corn was corn. I thought cows ate what we ate, and you could just put an ear of corn that you would get at the store for, like, corn on the cob. Thought you could put that in the microwave or, scrape off the kernels and put it on the stove and get popcorn. I had no idea that there were different types of corn. None. Bye, Florida. Bye. Oh, I was wrong. That was Georgia. Well, close enough. I'm sure they know of Disney World, too. They're close enough. Although I do like, if we're going to talk about Georgia, it's all about the peaches, man. I love peaches. And Georgia has some of the best around. My grandmother, oh, please don't turn in front of me, truck. Thank you. My grandmother had a peach tree in her front yard in California, and I'd go over there after school sometimes for her to watch me and things, and I would just go over there and grab a peach off and run the hose over it and have a peach. Good stuff. But Georgia peaches, holy mackerel, they are so good. Around here we have a peach orchard that kind of does a state tour. They go to Georgia. Let's see if I can get this right. They start in Georgia, obviously, they're Georgia peaches. Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio. And they have huge refrigerated semi-trucks, and they will sell you 5-pound pallets of peaches. And for the past few years, although we didn't do it this year, I don't even think they did the tour this year because of COVID and all that. But they come once in June and once in July, and my office will kind of all go in together. I think it's only like $45 for 5 pounds, which isn't that bad. We get a lot of peaches, but we'd all go in together and get a 5-pound pallet. Usually I would go get it because I have an SUV and everybody else has little sports cars and they can't stick 5-pound pallets in the back of their car. But we'd go get it and then go into work, and then we'd divide them all up, and we'd leave a few of them at the office. We have a kitchen in our office. One of the things that we do is we teach individuals with disabilities, primarily low vision, but any disability, how to cook. And so we have a kitchen in our office for that purpose. But during those times, that kitchen is used to make peach cobbler, and so everybody kind of makes a peach cobbler. I know I'm going over the yellow line. Okay, I'm just trying to get around that and give that truck a little bit of room. We kind of have a peach cobbler contest, except for myself because I don't know how to cook and I don't have a sense of taste. Literally, I don't. So I don't know what tastes good to other people. So my contribution is I buy all the plates and cutlery and usually something to drink, like iced tea or whatever. And then we have 4 or 5 staff who make their homemade great-grandma's peach cobbler or whatever. And we all kind of sit down and do a sampler plate. And it's so good. Just, oh, I love that. I missed it this year, but I totally understand. Everybody was needing to be safe and take precautions and do what's right to keep safe and healthy. So I'm looking forward to it next year, though, I hope, because that's definitely something yummy. And good times. We should be coming up to Hartford City in maybe about 10 miles, maybe less. So, but thank you all for hanging in with me. Appreciate it. Thanks for kind of going on this drive with me here. Oh, excuse me, my nose is... part of me is super stuffy. Oh, excuse me. Oh, there's a bunch of pumpkins out in the yard. Interesting thing with a yard sale with pumpkins. I guess you know, if you're selling what you got and you got pumpkins, put them out there with it. Baby clothes, records, and pumpkins. Works for me. Like I was saying earlier, I love some of these old farmhouses. You know that there's a story, that there's history in these old homes, and I'm kind of one of those goofballs that just, I'm mean, not that I would, because it wouldn't be appropriate, but I would just love to pull over and just be like, hi, my name's Tracy. Tell me about your home. Tell me about your family. I would love to hear about you, how you got here, and about your family history, and who built your house, and all the neat little unique things in it. The little notches on the doorway where your great-grandfather showed your grandfather's growth chart or whatever. I love stuff like that. Really, really do. They also have the old cellars and the storm cellars out here for the tornadoes up here, which is always a little creepy to see those old doors going into the side of the house, for folks to access the cellar for canned goods or whatever they keep in there, and also for storm protection. Oh no, a detour. Well, let's see, is it a detour for us? Please don't be, please don't be, please don't be. Okay, good, it's a detour for Cross Street. Good, good, good. Although, I mean, we're pretty much in Hartford City now. I'm sure I can find my way to my appointment, but I'd really prefer to go straight. Excuse me. Hey, we are in Hartford City. Woo! Welcome to Hartford City, everybody. We won't say this too loudly, but there's not a whole lot here. But, they have what you need. They got a gas station, they have a McDonald's further up, they have a library and a courthouse. This is actually the Blackford County seat. And I'm actually going to pull over and stop this live stream in front of the courthouse, so that way you guys can see their beautiful courthouse square and Blackford County Jail, which we're also going to do a paranormal investigation at a later date. It was the jail and the sheriff's home, which was pretty common back then. It's got some tales. And like I said, also the Monroe House is up here. If you'd like to learn more about that, I am going to be investigating the Monroe House later on this year. Let's see. I'm going to go down this road. Main Street, how quaint. Oh my goodness. Okay. And like I said, we're going to go park in front of the courthouse by the jail. Well, more in front of the courthouse than by the jail, but let's see. Yes, this is a parking spot. Yay. Alright, now I will tilt the camera up so you can see it a little bit better. But we are at the Hartford County Courthouse. I'm going to take you guys off the stand. Watch your eyeballs. Neat. Okay, there is the courthouse. Beautiful old limestone courthouse. Very fun. Oh, the live stream is upside down. Wow, I'm sorry, Teresa. Oops. Sorry. Well, I'm going to say bye for now. Thank you all so much for being here. Here, let me, Let me flip this around and say goodbye. Come on, flip around. Bye, everybody. Thanks for being here. Had a great time. Hope you all have a great day and be safe and take care. Bye. You're welcome, Mark. Take care.